But to me, there's nothing Biden can do to change this other than, radically overhauling his entire presentation, jumping on the bandwagon of Medicare for all, a Green New Deal, banning fracking, starting to talk about ending these wars, canceling student loan debt. No, it's not April Fool's. That's the only way you're going to excite the under 50 crowd. Really the under 40 crowd, but in this case, the under 50 crowd. And he ain't going to do any of that because his donors won't let him. His donors will not let him. Because it's not ultimately up to Joe Biden. It's not even ultimately up to Donald Trump. It's up to the donors. They pull the strings. That's why we live in the United Corporations of America, folks. Let's look a little closer at this poll, looking at each age demographic, because to me, if this doesn't change and change quick for Biden, it's over before it started. And it's kind of pathetic that he has these numbers considering a real unemployment level of 25%. This poll was taken like a couple days ago. So the economy was already collapsed when people were polled about this. So if you look at the specific age groups, there we go. Biden, 18 to 34. So that's the millennials. 33%. 33%. Favorability. 55% unfavorable. That's the kiddies. A lot of you watching. 55% unfavorable among millennials. Who are you going to pick? Amy Klobuchar or Kamala Harris? Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Gretchen Whitmer of Michigan. That'll get the millennials out. 35 to 49. Better, but not even breaking even. 44 favorable, 45. 50 to 64. So this should be a commanding difference. 48, 45. That's 3 percentage points favorability. 65, which is his core group. 20 points. 20-point differential. It's good, but the bottom line is you can't win. They keep saying, oh, Biden could bring back the Obama coalition. Well, the Obama coalition, most young people, including me at the time, got hoodwinked, thought Obama was a progressive. He was obviously a Citigroup sellout. Citigroup picked his cabinet, never went after bankers, a Republican health care plan hatched out of the Heritage Foundation, droning half the world. We could go on. But Obama coalition was a lot of young people. Biden's over 20 points down among millennials. Does the Democratic Party and the Democratic Party's main strategy to fix that? The Democratic Party's main strategy to fix that is to voter shame millennials. Thank you, Jason Milton, $10 in the super chat. On Morning Joe today, they were slobbering for TPP Joe's strategy of writing it out the election in his basement, while Trump bundles the pandemic response. What do you think about the Dems laying low? Yeah, obviously, TPP Joe in the basement is working out so well since he's 7 points down in the critical states he needs to win. To be fair to Joe Biden and his campaign, it's only one poll. A lot of things could change. The thing that's really, no, he cannot win just bunkering in the basement, where, by the way, he's barely coherent when he does do interviews. But why this is so troubling? I don't want to play pundit here, but I've traveled enough and I've interviewed enough people in the last 5 years on the ground. I've covered 2 campaigns, Standing Rock, Flint, East Chicago, Alabama, North Carolina. I've been to a lot of places, thanks to you too. I think we're starting to learn that people don't vote only, yes, some people do, but most people don't vote just out of fear or just out of hate for one candidate. That's what the media thinks. That's what these coastal elites think in New York and D.C., that Biden will win because the anti-Trump vote will be so high. That's what Hillary ran on. And that's why they were delusional enough to give the finger to progressives. Let me pick Tim Kaine, a Republican, basically. We don't need to cater to progressives. We'll try to get moderate Republicans and never Trumpers, which is exactly what Biden's doing right now. Reports have come out that that's what there might be a Republicans for Biden group coming out with figures like Bill Kristol, another warmonger. So the scary thing about this, scary if you really don't want Trump. I don't want Trump to get reelected, but I'm also not cheerleading here for Joe Biden either. I'm not taking this get shot in the face or poisoned choice. Look at this. All of this is before Trump has even really laid a finger on Biden. And of course, Biden's campaign is going to hit Trump with everything but the kitchen sink. But honestly, what more horrible things can the American people learn about Donald Trump that they don't already know? I mean, I think the cake is kind of baked as far as viewpoint on Trump. Bernie, and I criticized him during the campaign. I'm criticizing him now because I don't think he's doing enough. Bernie didn't lay a finger on Joe Biden. Let's keep it real. I'm not calling him a sellout. I'm not calling him a fraud, a coward like some others. Even people I respect that are saying those things, I respectfully disagree with going that far. All of this is before Biden has had a glove laid on him. Trump hasn't done one ad or tweet yet calling him NAFTA TPP Joe. He hasn't done one ad or tweet yet calling him of his videos sniffing children's hair and the weird things he's done. Hasn't done one ad. Just Bernie should have done, and I don't understand why he didn't. It was absurd. One ad hitting him on his lies about being arrested in apartheid South Africa and being on the front lines of the civil rights sit-ins, palling around with Strom Thurmond, segregationists in the 1970s working to stop busing. Him talking about, I don't think the black man should get a head start to even the race with the white man. Bernie didn't do any of this. You think Trump's going to hold back? Trump has not even laid a finger. The only thing he's done so far is run ads on Biden's coziness with China, which is going to be devastating to Biden because there's a lot there. So these numbers now, 7 points down, and nobody's laid a real finger on you. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Hope you enjoyed that last video. Hop on over to statuscoup.com where you can sign up for our email list and become a member for as low as $5 to $10 a month. Membership is how we grow. That's statuscoup.com/join. And remember, join our email list so we can grow the revolution with you.